case you want it. There we go. Okay. Recording starts. Okay, so what can I help you with so far? Oh, how was the lead so far that's coming in? So I guess we launched our ad on 5 days ago, right? Last week.
Thursday, yeah. Wednesday or Thursday.
Wednesday, yep, Wednesday. Which is Wednesday, and now it's Tuesday. So 6 days ago. So basically.
Yeah. Yep. So 6 days ago, after connecting it to the KV Core one, so I keep getting so far I've had 10.
Okay.
And all of them had like kind of bad numbers.
Yeah.
And then a few emails also bounced back, so that or they replied to stop to get the text.
Yeah.
And then so I just I know the system kept sending the automation thing with them. But I also tried the ones that I thought there are good emails. I did send emails too on my, on my own, separately. But
okay.
Then, so it's just a good start though. It's good. I mean, I got 10. I haven't gotten anyone yet, but it's a numbers game, right?
Yes. So it's just a numbers game. In the beginning, this is the skill that you're learning, right? The skill is, how do I generate leads on the internet? Right? And how do I convert those internet leads into sales? And sales is just about relationship, adding value to your client or to your people all online. So it's not about, there's a difference. So this is how you become successful in real estate, right? It's all about how much value and how many people you serve. It's not so the quality of service you serve to them. Okay. So now you got to think, okay, how do I serve more people, and how do I provide a higher quality of service? What can I do because everybody starts from zero, right, in terms of value, and they're learning new skills and learning new knowledge and figuring out ways on how to add value to them.
Right.
So it takes a lot of time. This business required a lot of thinking, but it's your journey, and I'm here to help you kind of figure out, well, what kind of value can we add to the buyer, and how do we make the buyer feel like, we're actually helping them with providing them with massive amount of knowledge, resources, information, tools, right?
Yes.
So keep that in mind. So right now you're building your database at one brick at a time, one lead at a time, right? And you're going to be making, content. You're going to be making. If you don't like videos, you can write articles. If you don't like articles, you can do podcasts. If you don't like doing podcasts, you can just call them. If you don't like calling them, you text them. You don't like texting them, you email them. What can we do to add value to them, right? So, so now that you're building that database of subscriber up, it's kind of like a subscriber account, right? These are the people in your area, and you're going to be selling them in the future and updating them about the market, about what's going on in your area. You're going to give them like interest rate market update. You're going to provide them with like ways on how they can save money, not just in real estate.
Yes.
Like maybe you want to help them save money by opening up like a business credit card, by connecting them with a tax person, right? So, but you're in a great spot. I would say focus on adding more focus on value. How can you add value to your people now that you're leader? You're generating leads, people that don't know who you are, right? Start feeding that, start adding more people. So for us, right, we start once our first 2 to 3 months, we just run Facebook ads for $10 a day, and then from there we just start figuring out, what can we do to add value to them? Well, because I'm running new construction ad, why don't I go around the neighborhood? We just got back from Vietnam, and our knowledge of the new construction area is like down because we don't know what's the inventory, what seller incentive credits and all that stuff. So and we don't know what's a lot size. We forgot all that. We don't know like if there's extra incentive bonus, all that stuff, right?
Right.
Move-in date. And then we have to like go out there and revisit all the site again. So we revisit them once every single week, build that relationship with them, talk to them, you know. And then once we build that relationship and talk to them, right, and add a lot of value, right, like the key is adding a lot of value even to the seller agent. Then they're like, hey James, I have a you know, there's so many like for example this weekend, right, I was taking my tour around. I was like, hey James, I got a seller, a new construction seller, right. Here's a little secret too. You know, I got a new construction seller out there because you're adding so much value to people, right? And they were like, hey James, what do you think of this? I have a lead for you. They're looking to sell that property to buy new constructions. Here it is. Can you call them? Sure.
Yeah.
You know, so let me ask you this: when people are buying a new construction, right? Do you think they need to sell their house? You know, sometimes they do because they're buying in the $3 million, you know, property that's a new construction, right? So, well, let me ask you this: well, who is the listing agent? Who are they using as a listing agent, right? Well, they can't list it because they work for a company, or you know that you know, maybe once you start building that value and start talking to people, maybe we should talk to this new construction seller and be like, hey, do you have a partner listing agent? If you have anybody, let me know. Is it okay? Or you don't have to say let me know, you know. Or it's like, hey, can I put my card out there and this little sign on the sign in the event that somebody wants to sell or get a valuation of their house? But that's something that you add value to the brokerage later on. So we've been getting a lot of partnerships right now. Now that we start establishing, you know, value, adding value to everybody, right? And asking and receiving. So, you know, you're going to take a lot of listing, trust me, because you're setting up. I'll tell you this another thing, okay? Imagine that you are now, so there's a lot of like ideology, right? You now start selling. You used to sell furnitures, right? Let's just say furnitures. So imagine you start selling furnitures. You only have one product now, right? And it's on one store. Now let's just put that store every single area, so a lot easier, so people can see it. You know, flea market. You know, this place, that place, everywhere, right? So we want to put your information everywhere, okay? And we can be strategic about it too, but it's just really about adding value. But I want to go back to your Facebook ads. So let's go ahead and let me help you answer some of your questions regarding about Facebook. So then do you have any questions so far before I'll keep on ranting?
So just on the lead. So let's say when they come in, I really haven't, well, I see like a screenshot, like a detailed page of what was sent to the client and what was communicated to them, and then what property, if any, they were specifically looking for or not. So that's really cool. I see that. And then, but as far as action on my end, what am I supposed to do? Do I do anything, or do I reach out on my own, or just wait for them to reach out?
Really good question. Agent attraction, right? Let me screen share with you. Agent attraction is about attracting people, you know. Agent attraction is, and how do you attract people? Okay. You don't chase unless you want to chase. I don't want to chase. Chasing require a lot of work.
Right.
So we attract. How do we attract, right? In order for us to attract, we have to have bait. In order for us to have bait, right? Bait is like content, information, videos. You text them videos, you know, you email them videos, you know, you put videos on social media. So now, right, our job is to start building one brick at a time, one video at a time, right? Until you have a good amount, until you feel comfortable, you know, because you want people to call you, you know. Yesterday we got a person that called. The other day we got a person that called. You know, we got a person that called, and then she was like, "I just want to work with you only, James." And then we showed them a new construction site, 2 new construction site. It took us about 2 hours, and we put them under contract. You know, that's the thing. Like attraction, you've done the work already. You know, there's reasons why we do Facebook ad first and then video versus video first and then Facebook ad. You know what I'm saying? So now we're like, if I were in your situation, I was like, okay, let me call up some new construction people, right, in my neighborhood and see who's offering minimum of 2% and up, and then tour them, not on the weekend, on the weekdays, right, because it's less busy. It's like, I'm gonna tour them and then get all the information and then take out and then just record it and then send it to your database. It's like, yeah, my client told me to record it. They're out of town. Who cares? You know, they're out of town. Yeah, I'm going to record. They're asking for this and that. What are they looking for? Yeah, they're looking. Yeah, what are they? They're doctors. There's business owner. Who cares? You know, make up some stuff. But the thing is you're not making those stuff. Those are your ideal target market, you know, and you're attracting those people because you're talking to them through videos. You know what I'm saying? And like, here's an example, right? Here's an example of my channel over the weekend. I want to screen share with you. Okay, so here's an example of my what I did this weekend. So my schedule, and you will be working on your schedule to, like, okay, so in the beginning you might want to shoot like one new construction site a day, so then you can build up that inventory. You're not going to get that many subscribers because in the beginning, but look, it doesn't matter. You're doing it for your subscribers. It doesn't matter, and it takes a while to start building. But imagine if you have like 100,000 subscribers. Everybody start from zero. 100,000 people in Orange County know who you're. Hey, I know who Mona is. The other day I shot a video about commercial real estate. There's 136 people that watched that, right? Mm-hmm. The other day I talked about the Fresno housing market updates. 179 people watched that. So like, these are people. Imagine that's 179 people that like watch your, like, that are loyal fan that are like, what's Mona doing? I want to see. They're here in the Fresno. There's a reason why they're watching. So when they're buying, when it comes to them buying, I have a friend that her name is Mona. She's on YouTube. Why don't you go ahead and use her? I've been watching her content. She's really good. Here's her YouTube channel. Bam. Word of mouth. It takes time. So, and then right. So let's look at an example over here, right? Let's just say I released this video yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. Because once a day I release a video. Okay, so let's just say I haven't released a video today yet. So let's see. I'm gonna release this video because it's unlisted. Let's go ahead and make this video public. That's for my channel. My other channel. Let's go switch it around to James and Mariz Coaching. There's 7 subscribers. You see, there's 7 subscribers.
Yes.
And then content. Let's go down to over here. Well, this one is April 17th. Today's April 17th, or today's 18th. So this one should be releasing pretty soon. So I'll just go ahead and release that right now. And then since I'm online, Yes. So now, okay. So let's look at this channel. Okay. So then you can see. Oh, not this one. Let's switch channel. James and Mariz on real estate. View channel. Okay. You see how I'm using videos? So Facebook ads doesn't work unless you add videos and social. Remember, the reason why you want to do videos is because in conjunction with your Facebook ads, is because now people are like, oh, this person is real. Mm-hmm. She's not a bot. She's not a scammer. She's actually here locally. In fact, she's down my block. I know where she lives. She's live in Laguna Niguel, and she start watching your videos. She start learning about her market updates and all that stuff. And then you can start like attaching these videos in your drip, Mm-hmm. So here's what we have. Let's do this. Okay. When you watch the 100K 90-day challenge, so now we're in the 100K 90-day challenge. There's a section in there. It's called, I definitely recommend you watching.
Okay.
It's called Google SEO. So there's, here's what I would recommend: Google keyword research, mm-hmm. and then YouTube marketing strategy. Okay. There's these videos. It's going to help you out, the keywords and YouTube marketing strategy. So here's what the keyword says, right? So here's what we do with the keyword. So once you go on the keyword video, you'll learn how to do keyword research, okay? But before we make a video, we want to be smart about it. Be smart about it, like let's be smart about making that video because we want to hit 5 birds in 1 stone. We don't want to just catch 1 bird at a time. We want to catch 5 birds. Maybe we want to catch, we don't want to fish one fish at a time. Maybe we want to throw a net out there, right?
Yes.
So there's different style fishing, right? So right now you have a poll out there, which is your Facebook ad that's catching fish. Great. You're catching fish every day consistently, so now you know that you'll be eating every day. Okay, so now let's figure out. Okay, well let's start developing the cast, because now you don't have to stress out about the cast. Okay, so with the cast method, okay, you have to be smart and strategic. Okay, you just don't throw a cast out there, So now you have to think, okay, where is the fish going and what do they do? Well, in order for me to cast a fish, I gotta go in the ocean and I gotta look for seagull. Because why? Seagull is the reason why if there's seagull out in the water, that means there's fish nearby on the ground, right? Because on top of that, because the seagull they whatever, they dive or whatever, okay? Or you look, so now you're like, okay, well, if I look at seagull, this is the analogy that I'm using. Well, let's be smart about it. Well, let's look for some seagull, okay? Let's look for some seagull. So we do our keyword research. Okay, so we go on ads.google.com and we look for some seagull, okay, or we look for some ideas on where are the fish, so then we can throw our net. Okay, so we go here and discover keywords or get search volume forecast. Let's go to discover keywords. Give me the location, Laguna Niguel or Irvine home for sale, right?
Yes.
Irvine homes for sale, okay? I think I spelled that wrong, Irvine. Okay, so Irvine homes for sale. So what we want to do is we want to start, okay? We want to start with home searches that make a list, right, of all the Irvine homes that are for sale. That every single month people search. Remember, about 1,000 to 1,000 searches a month. Okay, make a list. Here's an example. Okay, here's an example of my list that I created for Fresno, California. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up over here. You see? So here's an example of all the Fresno, California list that I have. House for sale in California. These are all the monthly searches that they have, right? And then, right, so you see how I'm strategic about it, right? So now I know every single month people search those key phrases, so I'm going to rank up. I'm casting that net out strategically. I'm not just making a stupid video out there that's just posting on the internet. I'm making a video with the keywords. Okay, so now you're like, okay, Irvine home for California. So what you want to do is you want to copy that. Okay, you want to copy that. And then let me turn off this. Just leads. Okay, so I just close that. Okay, so you want to copy that, right? And then you want to put it on you want to create a note. Okay, this is daily. You want to create a note right here. Irvine home for sale. I normally put it on a Google Excel, right? Zillow home, and I put the monthly searches too. I normally just only get like these ones, the one, so that I can like figure out more keywords, later on. So this is what I do. Okay. And then let's search for that. Okay. And then a bunch of condos. That's really nice. Some condos. Okay. So that's there. Boom. Okay. For right now. Okay. And then I normally just go in here and I normally search around for maybe like at least 50 to 100 keywords that I want to rank. Right. So I have right here 52. So you don't have to just go to this first. You want to do the first, like the targeted, buyer words, right? So then you have targeted buyers, and then later on you focus on the builder, right? So now let's give me a builder, right? Down in your area. Can I say Leonard? Maybe there's a Leonard down there. I don't know.
Yes, there is.
okay, so let's just say there's a Leonard. Bam, right? Let's search for, so now you want to build a list of builders so you can, when people search on Google, right? Do you think they search on Leonard Irvine? So maybe they don't, maybe they do, but you know what? They do for me, Leonard Fresno, right? Leonard. Okay, so here's an example of Home by Leonard. Here's an example of some of the builder, right? That you want to maybe take some keywords like Leonard builders, Leonard townhome. Maybe you want to take a couple of these, and then you also want to incorporate it in your video. So here's what I did. Okay. So now that you have some videos, some general, maybe you don't want to do Leonard. Maybe you want to just do some general luxury home for sale down in Southern California. Somebody in China or in India or in like Pakistan or in Iran or whatever, right? They're like, I'm gonna search for, because they have a lot of money. They need to park their money because they're a very successful businessman in Iran, or they're a very successful businesswoman in India or whatever. They're looking to buy a property down in Southern California because everybody and their mom love California. California this, California that, music, blah blah blah, right?
Yes.
So $1 million house, right? So now maybe you want to do seller, sell your home without a realtor, right? Maybe you do a video, maybe you do other things, okay? Cities, maybe you do cities, right? Buyers, maybe you do videos about other things, right? These key phrases. How much down payment for our house? That gets searched, maybe you can do this, right? Maybe you can do other stuff, right? But your success is how many people you serve and the quality of service you serve to these people. So these are the people that are asking questions. Serve them, right? So, but you just don't now that there's people out there that's asking questions. These answers, right? How to invest in real estate, how to make, there's every single month, there's about, if you go on here, how much can I afford home? That's about 100,000 to 1 million searches every single. There's 100,000 to 1 million people out there that went on Google, not just Bing or any other, or in YouTube, and that's how, and type in that specific keywords. Are you helping them? That's the question. So here's what I do after I record the videos, okay? I'm going to give you an example of the Wilson home, okay? So one, you see home for sales in Clovis, California. That is the keyword I put on the title. Number two, I put the keywords here in my description, right? Bam. Okay, you're more than welcome to copy all of this if you want, or just copy and paste whatever you feel. And then number two, right? All the hashtag keywords that I want to put in here. Fresno home for sale, Clovis home for sale, Madera home for sale, 3 market, right? That I'm hitting, bam, bam, bam. So if you look here, city, right? So I only take the one that are up here, bam, right? I only take the Clovis one, bam, right here. And then I only take the Madera, bam, right here. That's all I'm taking, because that's, if I rank on top of that, which I will show you, right? So here's the video, right? So let's look at this key phrase. All right. This is home for sale in Clovis. Let's look to see if my video ranked. You see here? So my video did rank. So later on, right? Later on, you will you're gonna subscribe to other there's a little subscription you're gonna add, to like TubeBuddy. It's like $5 a month. It'll give you insight on what to do. But if you go on here, home for sale in Fresno, California, Wilson home, new home for sale, Heritage Grove, Wilson home, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's look real quick. How many people, because Wilson is a local builder, Wilson is a local builder. Wilson home, they only get 1,000 to 10,000. They're local, right? Multi-million-dollar company here locally, right? Let's just go to YouTube real quick. Let's go to YouTube Premium. Let's go to YouTube. Let's type on Wilson home. Oh, there's a video of me right there. Oh, there's a video of Mariz right there. Let's see what else. Oh, there's a video of me right there. You know, oh, there's a video of me. Oh, there's another video of me. There's a video of me. There's a video of me. Let's see what else. There's a video of me right there. Huh? Very interesting. You know. So, well, what happened if you use chat? What happened if you're like, I'm so lazy, James. I'm so scared. I don't want to make a video. Well, you can use write me an article, chat GTP, write me an article, write me a 500 words article about using the keyword Wilson. All right, Wilson home for sale in Fresno, in Clovis. See how easy it is. Clovis, Cal. Okay. Now it's gonna write me an article, right? So now I go create a now let's just say I have a blog post, Medium, right? Or I have LinkedIn, right?
Yes.
Or I have what else do I have? Or I have Facebook, whatever. Okay, whatever you have, or you have a podcast. Or you have a podcast, or you don't even have a podcast, you have a video. Hey guys, this is Mona. Just want to give you guys a quick date. If you guys are looking for a new construction home down in Clovis, California, I want to talk to you guys about the Wilson home that's currently for sale in Clovis. Make a video about this article, if you don't know what to think about. Right. And now what you can do is you can copy this article. Of course, you can it's plagiarizing, but it's a chat bot. I'm going to write an article right here, post it on here. I'm gonna and then I'm gonna tell them to give me a title. Give me a viral title using this keyword. Okay, something like that. Okay, and now it's gonna give me a viral title using this key home, discover a dream home. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it up here. And then after that, I'm gonna put my call to action. Here's my call to action, right? If you're looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate, call right here, book an appointment. I'll just put this call to action right here. Book an appointment today. Or no, maybe I should do it right here. Put my call to action right here, and then I'll put bam. Now I post. Now I can share this article on my Facebook. I can put a picture. Oh, I forgot to put a picture. Let's put a picture real quick. Edit. Let's do edit real quick. Edit story. Let's or I can incorporate a video. Let's incorporate a video, let's go ahead and do a video, because I just showed you an example of a video already, so let's go ahead and do a video. So I copy that link, I paste it on here, I paste that, and now the video's in there, and now I publish. And now, right, now I have a little article right here I can share on my Facebook page. So I'm going to share my Facebook page real quick, and now, because you're running ads on Instagram too, So people, when people click on their little ads in their little Instagram, right? What are they gonna do, right? Bam, right? Maybe I should post this too, my little video, something like that. And then maybe I should post a title too, because maybe I should post a little title right here. Control Z, have fun.
It is awesome. Yeah, that's
like that, discover dream home, blah blah blah, and then done. Yay! I did it. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go sleep. That's it. Some people is gonna call you. Now you have a little video on your Facebook. You have your little video here. Now you have, all that fun stuff. So, James, how do I get people to call me every single day? Service the many leads to great riches. Also you have to work on your mindset. You got to work on reading, listening to more podcasts. When you drive to places, who are your other mentors? Develop yourself. Your income is equivalent to how much who you are as a person, right? Seek to be. Write down your goals, right? Write down, give me 10 goals. Give me 10 goals, give me 10 goals that you want to do within the next 5 years that you want to accomplish, and give me 3 goals that you want to accomplish within the next 2 years. Okay? And then give me, and then after that, write down why right next to that for our next meeting, right? Give me 3 goals that you want to do within the next 3 years. 2 years, 3 solid goal. I want to make this amount of money because, right? And then give me like 10 for the next 5 years. I want to do this. I want to buy this. I want to have this. I want to do this because, right? And then once you have that, you don't have to share it with me. Just I'll ask you, did you write down your goals yet? And then you're just like, yes, I did. Okay, great. Fantastic. Share it with your partner, and then or just have him write his goals down too. Because my wife and I, we have our personal goal and then we have each other goal. Okay. And then we write down why. All right. So that's key number 1. Number 2 is, if you have, so the key is to have goals and to have a strong enough reason. You don't have a strong enough, you just got to have a reason. Let me ask you this. You can lie, or you don't have to lie. You can talk to your client and you can just make an excuse. And it's like, hey, can I, the reason why is because of this. People just always, if you talk to a kid, right, and you just tell them like the most like ridiculous reason, they still believe it. They still believe it.
Yes.
Why can't I eat gum? Well, the reason why I can't eat gum is because da 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 da. Or why can't I eat chocolate? Or why can't I go here? Well, the reason why. And they're like, oh, okay, that's the reason why. It doesn't have to make sense. You just got to give one reason why. So a goal with one reason is better than a goal. Okay. So now you have a goal. Well, you're gonna have a goal, and then you're gonna work on the agent attraction side. So now, right? So that's just one example, okay?
Yes.
Let's look at another example. Let's look at Leonard. This one. I released this like 2 days ago, and in the beginning, and then let's see. Let's look at Leonard. Mariz, Fresno, California, home for sale. Let's look at some of my other keywords. Let's look at like house for sale in Fresno, California, because that keyword is good, right? Let's look at some house for sale in California. Oh, there's a video of me right there. There's a video of Mariz right there. Oh, there's another video of me right there. Oh, there's another video of me right there. There's another video of me. There's another video. There's another video. Video everywhere. When people search this keywords, right? Let's look on here, house for sale in Fresno, California. How many people watched? Can you imagine? Like somebody from outer state, right? House for sale in Fresno, out of state, out of city, locally, start watching your video. And here's the smart thing about the YouTube algorithm. I want to tell you the little secret. Once somebody watched your video, right? There's a little cookie in their browser. They're so smart. YouTube algorithm is so smart. And then once you have, like, in the beginning, it's really hard to build that traction because it's building your customer profile, right? It's like the algorithm, okay? So now that you start producing content about home for sales in like Irvine and home for sale in Laguna Niguel, right? And Southern and then when somebody are looking to buy a home down in Irvine, right? They go on Zillow, right? And then Zillow drop a cookie on them, and Google drop a cookie on them already. So now they go on YouTube because they have a YouTube account and they watch YouTube, right? And when they go on YouTube, right, they don't even have to go search house for sale in Fresno. Automatically, it pops up right here.
Yeah,
right here, boom, Blackpink. I was watching that yesterday. I was showing my wife that yesterday because she was in Coachella. And I was like, oh, everybody's in Coachella. I want to check out. I want to go to Coachella. And then now there's another video of somebody that I don't even know. Oh, I was watching the other day. I was watching Deep Relax, and then YouTube recommended me with somebody else. So the algorithm is hitting me, and now I'm getting free impressions. So here's what will happen, right? When you start making content and when you start doing video and when you start doing agent attraction, here's what happened. Here's what's going to happen. The magic of being popular, right? The magic of people just calling you up. Yes. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to get people watching you every day. You know, you're gonna get people that's within the last, that's within the last 24 hours or 48 hours. You're gonna get people watching you weekly, and then they're gonna call and they're gonna pick the phone, and then they're gonna be like, hey Mona, blah blah blah. So now we gotta work on your videos, right?
Okay.
And after you work on your videos, then we'll work on your auto drip. Okay. We'll work on your after that, we'll work on your 10-day, your 30-day campaign.
Okay.
Because phase 2, within the next 1 or 2 weeks, once you start getting to the flow, our phase 2, here's our phase 2. I'm going to show you. Phase 2 is, this is our phase 2, keywords, generation, auto text. Phase 2 is right here. I'll show you. So phase 2 is our auto text campaign. I'm working on building a 30 days text campaign.
Okay.
Our personal 30-day, which is your 30-day also as well, and everybody 30-day, right? So this is so I have all of this incorporated. You have access to this too. I shared it with you, So I shared it with you. But I'm just gonna start taking out some. So I'm gonna start incorporating some of my favorite 30-day text message, and then I'm just gonna make a 30-day campaign. I'm gonna make a 30-day campaign, and so then we can add it to our drip,
Yes.
and so that's how we'll do it. But yeah, have fun with it. Make videos, add value to the client base, and don't worry about converting them. Okay, just worry about adding value. Here's what we believe in: helping people, we're adding value, build wealth, and collaborating, sharing ideas. So you make money for how many people you talk to. Okay, so like right now so show me, let that ad run for about a month or two, and then focus on creating nets, and then you'll see and start feeding that. For me, and Mariz, like we have that net. We put them here. We put them on our KV core, and we put videos on there. Here's an example of what we do for our net. James and Mariz right here, and Mariz. Okay. So here's an example of our net. So if you go to KV core, so these are the people, right? But if you go to my email, right, they get sent an email every day. On there, it's the YouTube links and everything. You're adding value to them, regardless if you know it or not. But we're gonna add more value. We're gonna serve more people. So the question is, how many? Who am I serving and who am I adding value to? And then you will make a lot of money once you start switching your mindset from like I have to more than I get to, then you get to like serve and help them out.
Fantastic. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Any questions that I can help you with?
So in adding value part, we already talked about this, but I just want to get your opinion again. Remember we talked about, we have this program for doctors or first responders or things like that. So we're, even though I'm not a lender or I don't have the license, but can I have a lender give me that information to share? Maybe have a little recorded podcast, or where do I get that information? For example, if I want to have a campaign specifically for nurses, for example, right? Or newly graduate nurses, the ones who just graduated. And I know they started working. Now I want to have a campaign targeting these people. So where do I get like good information that I can share with these, whether a video or a text or something
great
of that?
Question. You become who you attract. So you start by learning, like this is, so like now you learn, you talk to this lender, you talk to that lender. Here's some of my lender that I have, right? I'm going to text you my list of lender. You're more than welcome to call them. I recommend you to call them, I like Pretty. She's really good. So and just you can start interview. So this is like the fun part on like why people are using you, right? So like you start slowly adding people to your list, right? You start adding people to your list, right? You start, here's pretty information, all the Jocelyn, pretty. You can more than welcome to give or text them. It's like, hey, I work with Jim. Lender will love to work with you and talk to you, and then talk to Jocelyn, lender would love to, any one of the lender would know, any one of these lender would know. And if they don't know, then that means you know more than them, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with it, but you go out there and you search, you watch videos, you make videos. If you don't know that stuff, right, then start out with the stuff that you do know, this like general, or buyer, like how to buy a house. There's 1,000 people. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay, you there?
Yes.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is like, how do I add value to people, right? Well, it takes time. You start coming up, you start asking these really good questions.
Yes.
That your buyer are gonna want, right? So you go seek for those information, and then when you do talk to them, then you know a lot more stuff.
Okay.
So there's a lot of resources out there, ask these questions. So now you're thinking of somebody who is very successful and very wealthy, right? And who's climbing up the ladder of success. Your income is determined by the people that you serve and the quality of service you serve to those people. Your worth is determined by how much you give to somebody versus how much you take. Okay. So when you give more to somebody, like knowledge, information, resources, right? And then they have no other choice but to use you as an agent.
Yes.
So, write down all these questions and then write down more questions, so then you can think about, well, how can I add value to the buyer? Let me search. Let me talk to people. In the meantime, let me make some videos. Oh, well, once you're making these videos, right, you're talking to the agent, right? And the agent have a lender. Well, maybe we should talk to their lender, see what's going on, call them, interview them, do a Google Hangout, record, right? I'm sure they want more business. I'm sure they want to talk to an agent like yourself, so like, instead of doing a one-on-one interview on Google, maybe you can just like use your phone and just like, hey, I want to interview you for a quick second. You want to do a video with me? Look, after you do a video with them, you send it to them, send it to your channel. Do you think they're going to subscribe to your channel? Of course they're going to subscribe to your channel. Build it one block at a time, and then eventually you'll win. Sure. You will win.
James, can I ask you this? So I would like to, like you said, that's a perfect thing you're talking about. So building one block at a time. So as my mentor and coach, I would like to ask you to keep me accountable on these 2-3 activities. So once a week or every time that we talk together, I would like to update you, and I would like you to keep me accountable to that. So I want to start with 2 things. I think I mentioned to you last week. I did talk to my title rep, this lady that helps me here in Orange County. We've been working together for many years. I've known her for a long time. She's wonderful and she's willing. She told me, even if you want to do events, I'll have lenders and the title company to pitch in and do them. Let's all do it together, this and that. So she's always ready and available and willing to help out. So I talked with her. She said, we checked a database of I think I told you, Persian people, professionals, whether in Orange County or San Diego County. There's a huge number of them. That's a great niche to start. So I'm getting that. I already got it yesterday. She emailed it to me. So what I'm going to do, since they cannot specifically get only the Persian people, I'm just getting the whole list and then go, because I can tell by the names or the last names who they are, or even the companies that the owners are Persians. So I thought, okay, this is a good small niche at the same time, in addition to everything else. So I'm getting the names. I have so far over like 400 people that just by browsing I found, and these are not the companies, individuals. So I'm going to start having use some of the marketing that EXP offers and send it to these people, or at least start introducing myself. Maybe like you said, send a video on YouTube or on Facebook and ask them to join basically our group. If I can form a group, I'll try that. I don't know if it's going to be, because it takes time, like you said, to get to know them, or they trust me that they want to spend time with me basically, but I can try. So the first step would be to identify this list, have like a separate list for these people where I can reach out or send videos or talk or invite or provide good information, like you said. Number two, I am very close. I think actually I'm starting today or tomorrow. I just have one appointment at 11:30. Other than that, I'm free. I'm going to start making videos, like you said, put them on YouTube, and I'm not going to worry about how they're going to turn out. Just like you said, it's a start. And number three, I will reach out to the lenders to see what programs they can offer, so I can get either the information as a flyer, or just a little quick conversation that I can record. So this, I would like you, what do you think about those? Is this a good?
I love it. I love it. I love it. Sounds to me like you have a very strong reason why already.
Yes.
You know, so definitely do that. It's a journey. If for some reason you lose your motivation, always look back at your goal and ask yourself why, so that I can, and that's how you keep yourself accountable and more motivated too. And it's, I'm super excited to see your progress. I want to see you thrive. I want to see your YouTube channel become super successful. I want to see you help many, many, many people. And these videos are a good example for you in the future when you're in your 70s or 80s and you look back with your partner and then you watch like, wow, I've gone a long way.
Yes.
This is my first video. Can you believe that? Wow. I've helped so many people, right? Why do you want these? I help so many people. I've impacted so many people. In fact, now I'm on the internet. My kids can watch me.
Yes, absolutely.
Or whatever, and I live forever.
Yes.
That's how you live forever. I watch video of Bob Proctor, of Jim Rohn, and of all the people that passed away, because I really enjoy watching people that left something behind, a legacy, and I like that. I really do like listening to all those people that are not here anymore, that they're still here because we have we have videos of them. Absolutely. So that's what I want, and for my life is I want to live forever on the internet. Yes. And you will too, so. Absolutely.
No, that sounds wonderful. Any other suggestions besides these activities that you want us to get started?
So before you start like running any marketing, be sure to use this keywords. Even if it's Persian, right? Give me a Persian. How do I
PERSIAN.
Persian.
Community or people or
news. Persian news. Here's what I would do too, right? If you so here's what I would do. Persian. So that's why the Persian news, right?
Yes.
That's why you want to that's why when you do the research, right, you're like, well, I want to target my well, what if, and you know how to speak the language, so you can speak to them, right? Let's just say you do a screen record, but all of it comes down to keyword research. Remember, Persian news. I think let's see, Persian news. Is it Iran?
Yes.
Same.
It's the same thing. Yeah, the language is called, well, the people are Persian.
So let's look at Iran, right?
Okay.
Because let's look at everything we do. We research the keywords and see, is there people asking that question, right? If there's people asking that question, then you want to search. I think here, let me go to keyword Iran. I think my Google
And
I think
because this is international, it thinks it might be spam or something.
No, I think it's my I think it's my my Google ad. Okay. I need to like shut down everything and then reopen it again. But you want to research before you serve. You got to figure out if there's a person that needs that serving, and then when you do make a video, right, or when you do more lead. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So I think you're in the right track. But one other thing that I would recommend that you should add to your toolbox would be your keyword research toolbox. Okay. That's going to help you out tremendously in terms of navigating where the fish is at. Okay. So before you cast that net, make sure to look for the seagull. And this was a really good tool for you to look for the seagull. And, so then you don't have to just throw the net out there, because you're like, hey, so then you don't go out and be like, hey, James, I heard there's fish out in the sea. And then you just throw fish out, like the net out in the sea. And you're like, how come I'm not catching fish? I'm so frustrated. Yeah. Well, why am I not catching fish? It's not working. And then, so that's the reason why we look for seagull before we cast the net. Right. And this is one way we look for the seagull. Okay.
Absolutely. Sounds great. Yeah. So basically we research what the plan of action is to make sure there's enough demand or request or whatever information needed. Then you kind of tweak and design that campaign or that ad towards that specific group, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. That sounds wonderful. So that's our task. Should we leave the Facebook ad as it is right now?
Leave it as it is. You got to focus on more adding value, helping people build wealth, and sharing ideas, and be a creator. God create you to create. So now it's time for you to create stuff. Have fun. Have fun.
Fantastic. So perfect. Let me get to work today. I'll start. Here's my promise to you right on the video, so I cannot get out of it. I'll have between 1 to 3 videos made, short videos.
Nice.
And then if I can get any interviews and record that, perfect. I'll jump on it. If not, at least I just do a neighborhood or new construction sites.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's the 1 to 3 for sure. I mean, let me see how many I can do by next week. And then when would be a good time just to reach out and kind of let you know about the progress and what I've done.
Call me, let me I'll check up with you in 1 or 2 weeks just to see where you're at. Hi Mona, how are you doing? I always check up on people. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help, and add value. But this is a fun journey. Don't worry, I will keep you accountable, and it's okay if you don't want to play anymore. The game is just adding value, helping people, and sharing ideas. So that's what we believe in, and whatever you do it with the best of you can, so we want to be in this journey with you. So
absolutely love that. I really love what you do. I've been watching your videos, all the new ones that you have uploaded, which is really good. So I learn as I go. I just learn and try to copy and understand and get more, because I haven't had any social media presence. So this is brand new to me. That's why I need to learn and just keep going. I'll do that. Well, thank you again for your time. I appreciate it. I'll get to work.
Thanks, Mona. I'll go ahead and end this record, and then I'll send you the video once it's uploaded. Okay. If you want to.
Also, can you send me also just for my training and kind of get to know the site, that Facebook thing that we did together, so I can watch that one?
Yeah. I text it to you. Here, let me send it right now.
Sure. So those 2 I'll watch, and this one, if I need to know, just to kind of recap. And other than that, everything's good. I'll get to work and